What's up YouTube, it's Nish here, and today I'm going to be going over the A+ certification as I just recently passed it, and let's get into it. Alrighty guys, so I just recently took A+, I took both exams. I had to take it for my college, so I'm going to WGU, and the degree I'm going for is the cybersecurity and information assurance. In that program, you work towards different certifications, and to pass the class, you get that cert. Since I've been in IT for, 10 plus years, I didn't have to study too much for the exam, but I do think that if you are brand new to IT and don't know much about tech, this is a difficult exam, and especially in how they word certain things. At least for me, it didn't make a lot of sense. I was like, I was itching my brain, is this really what it's asking me to do? And I had to read, and I had to think about the exact verbiage of how they specify certain things. So in the program, they recommend taking Core 2 before Core 1. I didn't think they were too crazy or anything. They basically just talk about the different operating systems, Windows, Linux, Mac. They talk about troubleshooting steps. They talk about printers. They talk about different protocols. They talk about video outputs, so analog, digital, and the different type of ports. So display port, HDMI, DVI-D, DVI-I, or serial cable. So they cover a big broad spectrum. So that's why they broke it up into two, and I can see why they do that. Do I recommend it if you've been in the field for so long? I do not. I do think if you're wanting to progress your career in a certain field, you can skip over A+. But if you're just breaking into tech and everything, I would recommend getting A+, because it's just a good way to just learn get a broad knowledge base. Completely butchering it. Anyways, with Core 2, I took these within a week of each other because I just wanted to bust them out. So for Core 2, the passing score was 700 and I got a 737. So obviously that's not crazy, but it is better than the Boeing Airlines or the Boeing planes. I completely butchered that. We're leaving that in. Got it? All right. For Core 1, so the passing for Core 1 is 675 and I got a 705. So Core 1, I did think that they had a lot of tricky worded questions and I didn't like how they were phrased. They do have some I forgot what they're called. They're interactive, drop downs. You have to organize or pick what option goes for what. An example, they had one for setting up setting up Wi-Fi and how to get the best coverage of this office building. They had another one of different troubleshooting methods, or they basically give you, oh, this thing has something bad or wrong with it. This printer or this laptop has a bad battery. How do you replace it? Or what do you do to replace it? Just different things you have to diagnose. I didn't think they were the most intuitive. I don't know if that's the right word or not, but it was okay. And then how they phrased certain ones didn't make a lot of sense. So they showed a screenshot of a monitor saying no bootable device. So I'm instantly thinking, okay, so obviously there's no hard drive being detected or there's no OS. Yeah, those were the main two. And then when I look at the drop down, it says upgrade hard drive. I'm upgrade hard drive? It's not detecting one. So that's kind of a solution. That's kind of an answer. And then it's install operating system. And then I'm that would work, but it says no boot device. So is there a hard drive? I don't know. I need to go in the BIOS. But that's just what my brain went to. I'm I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this question. This question's ass. So I just got to put up with it. And if you saw the Linus Tech Tip video, obviously he had some issues too. And I agree with him a lot with that, with all those different weirdly worded questions and specific answers. But yeah, I think A+ is a good cert if you're just getting into tech, even you have no experience, you don't have any knowledge or anything, and you want to learn about it. That's a good step. But to be honest, the best way to learn is just to do it. Just go out there oh, I want to build a computer. I want to tinker with a computer. Tinker with their own, mess with it, load up a different operating system, load up different software, break it. There's all different types of things you can do. Buy more hardware. Like I have a full corner of just like different desktop servers, networking equipment, just tinker with it. The more you have the more you actually engage and like you can retain all that info. But yeah, they covered it was just a big broad spectrum of different things. Like they covered like network ports or like what services run on certain ports. But yeah, it's just a broad knowledge test. So it's like if you know, you know, and if you don't, you don't. You're like, well, shit. Like I think I just mentioned it. Like the Wi-Fi, like what Wi-Fi standard? I'm like, there's so many different ones. I don't know them all off the top of my head. I don't know. Do you know all of them? Because I don't use them every day. So if you're a networking guy, that's cool. But it's just, yeah, just know what you know. And if you don't, you don't. But yeah, that's my take on the test. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.